fourth chapter, Missionary Life of Paul. In this, we shall see the 4 journeys of Paul to Jerusalem and 3 missionary journeys. That's the first point. Paul made 4 journeys to Jerusalem and 3 missionary journeys. The first journey of Paul to Jerusalem took place 3 years after his conversion. So 3 years after his conversion, Paul went to Jerusalem and stayed 15 days with Peter. Reference Galatians 1:18. So this is the first Jerusalem journey of Paul. Then from Jerusalem, he went to his hometown Tarsus. So Paul did some missionary activities in his own place in Tarsus. References Galatians 1:21, Acts 9:30. So it is at this time Barnabas joined Paul as his companion, and Paul stayed in Antioch for 1 year. And it is at this time, for the first time, the followers of Christ are called Christians. Acts of the Apostles 11:26. So as I said, Paul stayed 1 year in Antioch. So after 1 year, he left Antioch and went to Jerusalem. This time, Paul went with a contribution. He collected money to help the people because Jerusalem was affected with a famine. So for famine relief, Paul went to Jerusalem for the second time. Reference Acts of the Apostles chapter 11, 27 to 30. So this was the second journey of Paul to Jerusalem. Historically, it was in 40s under the Emperor Claudius. So Jerusalem met a severe famine. In Galatians chapter 2 verse 1, Paul makes a third journey to Jerusalem after 14 years. And this time, what was the purpose of Paul's visit to Jerusalem? He went for Jerusalem Council. We see it in the Acts of the Apostles chapter 15, narrates about Jerusalem Council. So that was the third journey to Jerusalem for the purpose of attending Jerusalem Council. The fourth journey to Jerusalem of Paul took place. He made a journey to Jerusalem for the day of Pentecost. This visit Paul made from Corinth. So from Corinth, Paul returned to Jerusalem. Reference Acts of the Apostles chapter 20 verse 16. So these are the 4 journeys to Jerusalem made by Paul. To conclude that point, during his journeys to Jerusalem, Paul had a lot of opposition, both from Jews as well as non-Jews. And while he made these journeys to Jerusalem, Paul also was trying to understand how much he has to suffer for the sake of Christ. Acts of the Apostles chapter 9:16. But remember, amidst all these persecutions, oppositions, Paul never was discouraged. And he made use of these occasions also to meet other apostles of Christ, such as Barnabas, Peter, John, etc. And he also met Christian communities of faith during these journeys. Paul also learned from these Christian communities about Christian mysteries and traditions. So likewise from other faithful, other believers, from the apostles. So Paul learned many truths about the historical Jesus. Reference 1 Corinthians 15, 3 to 7. Now we come to the second point in chapter 4. The 3 missionary journeys of Paul. Now it is Luke who speaks about these 3 missionary journeys of Paul in his book Acts of the Apostles. So we shall just briefly see these 3 journeys. The first missionary journey of Paul. I would like to give you the reference where we find the detail about the first journey and also who were Paul's companions and the places where Paul visited. That would suffice. Now remember, different scholars give different dates. slightly 1 or 2 years difference. At the end of your RSV Bibles also you find a chronology of Paul, inclusive of these 3 missionary journeys. First missionary journey of Paul took place between 46 to 48 AD. Reference where we come to know the detail about the first missionary journey of Paul. Acts of the Apostles, chapter 13, from verse 1 to chapter 14, 28. 2 chapters, chapter 13 and 14 of Acts of the Apostles. Then, who were the companions of Paul during the first missionary journey? There were 2. One is, as we have already referred, Barnabas, who joined Paul at Tarsus and also was with Paul in Antioch. Then, as I said in the morning session, it was Barnabas who actually introduced Paul to the apostles in Jerusalem. So, during this first missionary journey, Barnabas was there, and the other one is John Mark. Then, the first missionary journey ends with the Jerusalem Council in 49 AD. Missionary journey of Paul starts from Antioch and ends in Jerusalem. So, first missionary journey also ended in Jerusalem, and it ended with the Jerusalem Council. Reference to Jerusalem Council, Acts 15. Then Paul also mentions about it in Galatians 2:10 that he had been to the council. Galatians 2:10. Now I will just read out the names that Paul covered during the journey. So as I said, he always begins his missionary journeys from Antioch, then Seleucia, that is in modern Turkey, Salamis, Paphos in Cyprus, Perge, Pisidia, Iconium, Lystra, and Derbe, and again he comes to Antioch. Then from Antioch he goes to Jerusalem. So Paul was present in the Jerusalem Council. Already I have given you the 2 references from Acts and Galatians. Now since the topic Jerusalem Council came, so we need to mention what was discussed. Main issues discussed in the Jerusalem Council, 3 points. First one, about circumcision. According to Jewish faith, circumcision also is a means to attain salvation. It is discussed in Jerusalem Council that salvation is through Jesus Christ and not through circumcision and Torah observance. This is strongly argued by Paul. So salvation is through Jesus Christ and not through circumcision, and you put in bracket Paul, because Paul was main proponent of this argument. Second discussion was on observance of a Mosaic law. Again, Paul opposed the imposition of the Mosaic law. Paul opposed the imposition on the people of the Mosaic law. Then the third discussion was on Pharisaic prescriptions on dietary matters, dietary laws. In other words, it's questions about diet, questions about food, what to eat, what not to eat, laws concerning food. Reference Acts 15, 20, 21. I start from 19. Therefore, my judgment is that we should not trouble those of the Gentiles who turn to God, but should write to them to abstain from the pollutions of idols and from unchastity and from what is strangled and from blood, animals killed by strangling and shedding blood. For from early generations Moses has had in every city those who preach him, for he is read every Sabbath in the synagogues. So according to this decree on this dietary matters sent by the Jerusalem church under the leadership of James, sent to the churches at Antioch, Syria and Cilicia. So what is the decree given to these churches, mainly to the Gentile churches? They were to abstain from meat sacrificed to idols, from blood, from meat of strangled animals, and abstain from illicit sexual unions. And they were not bound to observe the Mosaic law, nor be circumcised. So that was what discussed in Jerusalem Council in summary. Now, after Jerusalem Council, Paul came into conflict with Peter in Antioch. So we find this in Galatians 2:11 to 13. See, actually, Peter had no problem in taking food with the Gentiles. But when some Jewish Christians from Jerusalem who were still insisting on the Mosaic law came to Antioch, and Peter, listening to their words, was abstaining from taking food with the Gentiles. So it is at that time Paul provoked Peter. Paul confronted Peter, his inconsistency. So that is Paul's first missionary journey. Now we move to the second missionary journey of Paul. It took place between 50 to 52 AD. Reference Acts of the Apostles, chapter 15, from verse 36 to chapter 18:22, almost 3 chapters. Who were the companions of Paul on second missionary journey? Silas and Timothy. Timothy is from Lystra. And Luke. Luke accompanied Paul from Troas to Philippi. Afterwards, they were separated. Places covered in the journey: Antioch, starting point, then Syria, Cilicia, Derbe, Lystra, Iconium, Phrygia, Galatia, Mysia, Philippi, Amphipolis, Apollonia, Thessalonica, Berea, Athens, Corinth. At Corinth, Paul stayed for 18 months. Then Ephesus, Caesarea, and Jerusalem. And then Paul comes back to Antioch. The third missionary journey of Paul, it took place between 53 to 58 AD. Reference Acts of the Apostles, chapter 18, from verse 22 to chapter 20, verse 3. Companions of Paul during the third missionary journey, they are same as the second missionary journey: Silas, Timothy, and Luke. So again, the third missionary journey also ends in Jerusalem, where Paul was arrested. Places covered in the journey: listen: Antioch, Phrygia, Galatia, Ephesus. At Ephesus, Paul stayed for almost 3 years. Then Macedonia, Greece, Philippi, Troas, Assos, Mitylene, Samos, Miletus, Kos, Rhodes, Patara, Tyre, Ptolemais, Caesarea, and Jerusalem. Okay, so his third missionary journey also ends in Jerusalem, where Paul was arrested. Now we move to the third point in chapter 4. So first we have seen 4 journeys of Paul to Jerusalem. Second point, 3 missionary journeys. Now third point, Paul's arrest in Jerusalem. Acts 21:27 to 36. With that we conclude chapter 4. The arrest of Paul was the result of a Jewish conspiracy accusing Paul for profaning the temple. And the Roman authorities in Jerusalem arrested Paul and kept him in a private or protective custody. Then from Jerusalem, Paul was taken to Governor Felix in Caesarea, where he was kept in imprisonment for 2 years. So Paul was in prison at Caesarea for 2 years. This imprisonment is also important for us to study the letters of Paul, because there are letters that Paul had written while he was in prison. There are 4 letters, prison letters they are called. Then, so first he was arrested, accused, arrested, presented to Governor Felix, and then he was in prison for 2 years at Caesarea. Meanwhile, the governor changed. The new governor came in the person of Festus, and again Paul was tried in front of Festus, and at this time Paul appealed to the emperor's Roman sensibilities. That means Paul, as a Roman citizenship, requested that he wanted to defend himself in the presence of emperor. Acts 25:11. So Paul wanted to make use of his privileges of his Roman citizenship, and it was readily granted by Governor Festus. So Festus was willing to send Paul to emperor. Then Luke reports a final presentation of Paul's defense before King Agrippa and his sister Bernice. Before he was taken up to Rome, again Paul had to defend himself in the presence of King Agrippa and his sister Bernice. Acts of the Apostles, chapter 26, verses from 2 to 23. A long story is narrated there. Actually, when Paul defended himself, both Festus, governor, and Agrippa, the king, both were convinced actually of Paul's innocence. But at the same time, at the request of Paul, they decided to send Paul to Rome, because as he himself had applied to emperor. There we end chapter 4. We move to chapter 5, that is Paul's journey to Rome as prisoner and the martyrdom in Rome might have taken place between 60 to 63 AD. The last two chapters of Acts of the Apostles, 27 and 28, speak of Paul's journey to Rome, the capital city of the Roman Empire. He was taken along with other 275 prisoners, chained, and it was a long journey. They had to travel through so many places like Sidon, Antioch, Tarsus, Myra, Cnidus, Samone, Malta, where shipwreck took place, then Syracuse, Rhegium, and Ptolemy. And probably Luke was with Paul at this event, because in Acts of the Apostles, chapter 27, verses 3 to 15, we see we passages. So basing on these we passages, we conclude that Luke was also present with Paul during this journey to Rome as a prisoner, and he was escorted by a Roman centurion named Julius. And he was brought to Rome in chains. He was kept under house arrest in Rome for 2 years. So from 59 to 60, Paul was under house arrest. There is a difference between house arrest and imprisonment. So Paul was under house arrest in Rome for 2 years. Acts of the Apostles, chapter 28, verse 30. During these 2 years of time, house arrest, he could freely meet the people who came to see him, and he could interact with the Jews of Rome, and also he could preach the gospel of Christ and convince them. Then he began to preach the gospel of Jesus Christ to the Gentiles of Rome also. With Acts chapter 28, the New Testament information about Paul comes to an end. We have no other further information about Paul. Further imprisonment, his martyrdom, nothing we find in the Bible. So we do not know anything about the events in Paul's life after this 2 years of imprisonment. Now the rest of the information that we have, we get it from the secondary sources. So either from Paul's letters we don't get, neither from Acts of the Apostles. So we have to depend on the tradition and the other apocryphal writings. So it seems that he might have been tried and condemned to death during the reign of Emperor Nero, probably in 63 AD. And the famous historian Eusebius said that Paul died in 67 AD. So all this information is coming from other sources. So as per today, his mortal remains were buried in Via Ostense in Rome, near the site where Basilica of St. Paul is built outside the walls.